Hi, I'm Darcy Venencosa, destination wedding photographer, founder of the Path Workshops, and business coach to ambitious entrepreneurs. And here's another video to help move you along your path to business success. Today we're going to talk about how to make the right decision. Like most of you, I run my own business, and so I'm generally a one-woman show. That means I make all my decisions about where to invest my money, what to do for marketing, what's the next step to take in my business, where to live, what to eat for lunch. There are lots of decisions that we have to make every single day, and sometimes we can get pretty stressed out with deciding what decision we should make. Let's take a moment and have a little reality check about our decision-making process. The truth is, if you live in America and you're choosing between one thing or another, it might be that you're choosing between Prada and Manolo Blahniks. So there's really not a bad decision to be made here. Recently, I had to make a big decision about where I wanted to live. I could stay in Brooklyn, or I could be more in the action and pay a little bit more money and live in Manhattan. Actually, let's get real. I was paying a lot more money. So I had to decide, Brooklyn or Manhattan. There really isn't a way to go wrong with Brooklyn or Manhattan. So you have to get a reality check that most of the decisions you're making are not going to make or break your life or your business. When you have a decision to make, you often get into overanalysis, especially if you're a Virgo like me. We can run circles and circles and circles around what is the right thing to do. You can overanalyze, overanalyze, overanalyze. You're in your head a lot and you're constantly debating back and forth between one or two ideas. An easy way to get out of the overanalysis phase of making a decision is to write two lists. You want to put up all the risks on one side and all the rewards on the other. When I was contemplating moving back into New York City, the major risk was money. The place I was living in Brooklyn was a lot cheaper, but I had a roommate and I didn't have as much natural light, and it was already furnished. Moving into my own apartment in the city allowed me to be near to the restaurants that I wanted to be, to the locations that I wanted to see, to be near Central Park, which I wanted to be close to, and I could have my own place. I could choose what lighting, I could choose how to decorate it. All of the rewards were so much longer than the one thing that was the risk, which was money. The truth is, though, money is usually the main factor in why we're having a hard time making a decision. So sometimes when you can really pull yourself out of the money game and think abundantly of what will truly be the most rewarding for your life and have faith that the money will come, that's a really great way to get out of the overanalysis. After you've decided what the risks and the rewards are, you want to go to a quiet space. I usually go to a place where I meditate and I get really quiet and calm. I put my hands on my heart and I really connect with what my true desires are. What do I want to move me forward? What is my life's purpose? What are my priorities in life? What is most important to me? When you can connect to those reasons, the decision will become easy. Once you've gotten quiet, you've actually probably made the decision. But oftentimes you do not trust yourself, so then you go out and start asking all of your friends. The problem with asking all of your friends their opinion is that all of your friends are in different life situations. The friend of yours who has lots and lots of money is going to say, yes, absolutely, get a $10,000 apartment, you'll attract the money. And that might not be the best advice. The friend who is living in their parents' basement and you ask their opinion, they're going to say, are you crazy? You're going to spend that much on a place to live? When you get lots and lots of different opinions, it's just going to breed confusion into your decision. The truth is your gut instinct is 99% of the time right. Actually, it's probably 100% of the time right, but we often doubt ourselves and we need to find validation by asking our friends. Your friends often aren't trying to live the kind of life that you are trying to live, so they might not be the best person to ask. When you ask a lot of different people, they're all bringing their own personal opinion to a decision that you actually need to make. So getting other people's opinions is only going to breed confusion into the decision that you already know to be true. When you have a decision placed before you and you have the immediate answer come to you, you generally know what you want to say. Let's say somebody is proposing to you. If you immediately say yes, that's a pretty good gut instinct. If you sort of hesitate a little and then say yes, you might want to stop and consider why the hesitation. What was the first initial thing you wanted to say when the decision was placed before you? When you can get back to that clarity and shut out all the other voices, then you will know what your answer is. Decision making actually shows us a lot about who we are and where we're at. When we can trust our decisions, make them firmly, and move forward, and accept what happens after we make the decision, then we are on the path to growth. We're not always going to decide maybe the best thing to do. Maybe things will happen that will throw us off, but when we make that decision and we move forward with action, we will get so much further ahead in life. You have to take that massive action. You can't sit around in indecisiveness all of the time. You have to make the decisions, move on, and go forward. On the blog today, we'd love for you to share with us a decision that you recently made and how you got quiet and came to that decision. It will really help those people who are struggling to make a decision see the process that you go through. Should I date this person? Just kidding. It's never the right decision. Can we just talk about dating for a minute? No, we won't. When I looked at the risky factors of moving into Manhattan, I feel like I'm saying Manhattan weird. Manhattan, New York City. I should have made the decision not to make this video. That's what I should have done. Don't make a video about decision making. And your mother is probably the worst person to ask ever. So don't ask your mother ever. Just kidding. Mom, oh my gosh, don't watch this movie. I feel like I was just a soldier yelling at them. Okay. Was this video helpful? Make sure to subscribe and then head on over to darcybenencosa.com and leave your comment in our creative community. And remember, travel the world, make money, and take action.